Alright, so yeah, basically I'm going to show you how to do the DRIBBLE effects thingy. The like sun and like the shiny like brightness kind of that he has to it. This right here is not what I did for this. This is like a little outdated. Well, not necessarily because I made it like 2 days ago, but this is like an updated, more accurate representation of this. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Obviously, you're not gonna have this color fill here, but I just have that to just show you the cut. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this before I go anywhere. I'm sorry for the background noise and stuff like that. I'm not the only person in this house, so you're gonna have to bear with me. So alright, so what you guys want to do is you want to first thing you want to do is find a cutout that you want to use. After you find your cutout, or no, not cutout, find a picture you want to use, and then after that, cut out the picture. And I basically, the tutorial that I did, the first ever cutout tutorial that I ever did, that's outdated now. Basically, what you do is you do the same exact thing, except instead of just going straight to remove background and then clipping masking it, you want to make a new email on temp mail with this website, and then put it on remove background, and then it'll remove the background at a high quality for you. And then basically you do the same steps. If you find that confusing, this isn't mandatory to the tutorial. If you know how to cut out your guys, then that's cool. But if you want to know how to do that, then make sure to let me know in the comments. But yeah, so you want to basically find a picture, a full body image. It has to be like, you have to see their feet to their head, basically. Because I mean that you know, you can basically see their entire body throughout the thing. And they also have to have a ball in their hands, so, or hand, of course, in this case. And then sun. And then you want to go to the description, and then open up the IBB link to the sun thing. And this is the image that I'll be using today for this. And what you want to do is you want to rescale it to where it looks accurate to the DRIBBLE. Also, I recommend you use like either you open up the DRIBBLE image and the Magic Johnson image of the cards so that you have a better understanding of it. If not, like for a better reference. If not, then just use this video as a reference. So yeah, you want to basically have a decent enough scale to where the lines are kind of accurate to what the card has, and then you want to click on that and then press the warp tool. You want to click arc, and then you want to change the orientation to vertical, and then you want to change the bend to -20% after you're done all that jazz, and then you want to click OK. Alright. And then once you do that, you want to just go ahead and like rescale it and stuff like that. We're not doing anything with the ball yet. We're really just doing the sunbeam thing first, and then we'll move on to like the color of the ball and like the outer glows and stuff like that. But first, we're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. So you just go ahead and, scale it, rotate it, position it, whatever, to look decent anyway, like decently accurate. Obviously, this is not what you're going to do. This isn't the final product. You're also going to use the warp tool again, which is what I'm about to move on to. You want to click OK when you're done scaling it, and then you want to use the warp tool. And then what you want to do is you want to, warp it like accordingly, like whatever looks accurate to you anyway. If it would load. And yeah, you just want to warp it like to where it looks accurate to the DRIBBLE or my Magic Johnson. After the first warp, of course, there's going to be two warps. This one and the one beforehand that we did. So this is the last like warping process for the Sunbeam. And of course, like the Sunbeam's going to be behind the ball once we're done with this. So and sorry if I'm not talking much, guys. I haven't really made a video in a while. I'm not used to this anymore. And a little bit busy. I'm gonna lie. My first marking period had ended last Thursday, yeah. So a week ago today. Alright, and then that looks good. So obviously I've been doing work. And then, alright. Yeah, that looks pretty accurate. And then what you want to do is you want to toggle the visibility by clicking the eye on here. And then you want to make a new path in the paths panel. And then you want to mask out this ball basically. So this is just pretty simple stuff. And if you don't know how to use the pen tool, guys, just look up a tutorial. I say this in every single tutorial of mine because the pen tool is basically like overpowered. Like literally it cuts out everything that you need. Like if you're trying to do designs at like a high level, you're going to use the pen tool for cutting out pretty much everything. So also make sure when you're selecting the ball with the pen tool, you want to make sure you're not getting any of the fingers. Also, if you've already cut out the image, you don't have to what's it called, like stay on the edges of the ball. You can just go out. Oops. And then once you've selected the ball, make sure you haven't selected any fingers. Selection, click OK, and then select the Magic Johnson. In the layers panel, you want to select the Magic Johnson layer, or not the Magic Johnson layer, but the cutout that you have. You want to click Control+J, and that'll duplicate the layer. And if that doesn't work for you, nope, that doesn't work. All right, yeah, you just click Control+J, and then you have a duplicated ball, and that's basically just like the basketball. And then after you're done with that, you want to toggle the visibility of the something again. You want to put it under the ball. And as you can see, this looks a lot better. Obviously, this is not the final product. This is going to be the final product. But, yeah, we're pretty much done with the Sunbeam. Now all we have to do is we want to go to the polygonal lasso tool and have the sunbeam selected. And then you want to make a kind of a triangle thing. So you want to go to the middle of this with the first point. You want to go boom and then boom. Make sure it's the polygonal lasso tool, by the way. you right click on this, and then you click polygon lasso tool, and then you go to the middle after you click on that, click that, and then middle of the thing, and then you just make like sort of a triangle. Obviously, once you go, oh, also before you make the selection, make sure the feather is 15, not after. Like, it has to be on 15. Like, if it's on 0 and you make the selection, you can't change it to 15 after. It has to be 15 before. So you want to make the feather 15. I forgot to mention that. Then you want to make sort of a triangle thing after, of course, you're done with the bounds of the sunbeam thing. You can just do that, and then you want to click Control+J, and then make this visibility 65 of the Control+J layer, and then you want to right click select pixels, and then you want to click on the sunbeam again, the original sunbeam, and then click backspace. It's not rasterized, so you just want to right click on it, rasterize it so that you can delete this from that. You want to click backspace, and then that's deleted. Go ahead and click Control+D, and then what you want to do is you want to pull out your eraser tool, and then make sure it's a 0 hardness brush. So you want to go to here, and or you can just like have your regular brush there, and then you drag the hardness all the way down to 0 on the eraser, and then you adjust the size to not necessarily 151 pixels, but enough to where you can like erase a good bit of this sunbeam. And then you want to I don't necessarily recommend, actually no, I'm gonna do it anyways. Never mind. All right, so you want to hold shift, and then click on both of the layers, and then you want to right click on it and click merge layers, and then you want to erase away anything that's like looks odd, like that's like any rough edges on the end, like, and as you see, that's like way more accurate. Like, it's a lot more like here, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot less like, the edges are a lot less hard. There's like a sort of triangle selection like this one has. It looks a lot more like a sunbeam fading out than it would. And yeah, so that's the sunbeam done. After you've erased to where it looks appropriate, of course, and then you want to now it's the outer glow part. So you want to select the ball. I probably should have told you guys to name the layer ball, but you want to go to the layer that is the ball, and then you want to click EFF on the bottom of the layers panel. You want to click inner glow, yeah, and then actually this will be in the description of the video. I'm gonna make sure to remind myself of that. Put like a new tab. All right, there we go. There will be a color hex in the description. You want to Control-C that, and then you want to Control-V it into here, and then click OK. Then you want to put the spread to 40. Make the size according to where it looks like this. I'm personally putting it at 82 pixels. It's probably not going to be like that for you. And then put the range at 100. And basically, the only two set things are like 40 spread and 100 range. After that, you just adjust the size according to what looks most accurate to the card. And I already had my sizes. And you also want to put the opacity at 100, the blend mode to normal of the inner glow. So yeah, you've got that done. Make sure it's blend mode normal, 100% opacity, softer technique, softer source edge. Obviously the color fill that the color hex that I put in the description, you want to copy and paste that into here. Put spread at 40, put the range at 100, and then adjust the size of the inner glow accordingly to whatever you have. So then you want to click OK. Click EFF again, Then you want to click outer glow. And then you want to put the spread to 5, the blend mode to normal, the opacity 100, and the range 50. And then after that, you want to adjust the size accordingly. So for me, my size ended up being 65. Also, obviously, you want to copy and paste the same color hex into here from the description. And then, yeah, you've got that. And then once you adjust the size to where it looks accurate to this, you want to go ahead and click OK. I already had my sizes. Technique softer, of course, but that's probably already going to be there. And then for the color of the ball itself, like how you see how it's like more like yellowy orange, you want to go ahead and make it, you want to go ahead and click new adjustment layer, like the half circle thing. You want to click curves, and you want to clipping mask. You want to right click on the curves layer, click clipping mask, and then adjust it to put this like up a lot. And then as you can see, like it's already looking way more accurate. And then put this up more. Yeah, so make sure your curves look something like this. And then as you can see, the color looks way more accurate, but it's a lot more like pixelized than it was. So how to fix that? You want to click out of the curves layer. You're going to click on the ball layer. And then you want to type in on the search bar, you want to reduce noise. And then put the size, or the strength rather, to 10. And as you can see, it's no longer super grainy. And then bam. As you can see, the color, the look of the ball is a lot more accurate than it was. And then, speaking of curves, you want to click on the Magic Johnson layer again, or whatever your cutout is. You want to click curves. And then you want to clipping mask that as well. And then you want to drag this up. And then you want to also drag this up, but not too much, like to where it looks like more accurate than it would be without it. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and then as you can see, he's way brighter now. He doesn't look so dull, you know. He's got a lot more brightness to him. And then you want to click opacity. You want to make sure that's 75%. And then as you can see, it's not like super overdone anymore. Like it's like he's just brighter now, basically. Then you want to make a new adjustment layer again. You want to go ahead and do gradient fill this time. Make sure your brush down here is the color white, like here. You want to make sure that's white, so all S basically. And then you want to click on the gradient. You want to click the arrow down. You want to click this, the second option basically, and then if it will load. Yep. And then angle, you want to make it 145. Well, negative 145 actually. And then as you can see, it's coming down to this. Also, you want to clipping mask it, by the way, to the Magic Johnson, or whatever your cut is. You're going to clipping mask it to that. And then, obviously, you want to adjust the gradient fill to where it's not so, you know, in his face. You want to adjust this top thing, this top white square, yeah, to where it looks like less in his face, you know. I think that looks decent. And then You want to click OK once you're done with that, and then you want to change the opacity of the gradient fill to 25%. And then as you can see, it's like something's like over him, you know, like how this one is. He's got like a little bit like of a swoosh, like a swoosh of brightness down on him. And that's what I basically just added to this magic. And then bam. Like, you're pretty much done, dude. Like, I don't think I did anything else on here that I forgot about. Yeah, I didn't. So, yeah, like the only thing I did different on here was that I just merged the sun things. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. So, yeah, that's the end of the tutorial, guys. I hope this helps you out. Let me know if you need help in the comments below, and I'll see you later. Peace.